LaWanda again in Chef LaWanda's studio. I'm coming to you tonight with some flour tortillas. So what I'm going to do is fix some flour homemade tortillas, but it comes from a flour tortilla mix, white wing mix. Now you can buy these already made on the shelf, but I got to tell you, there's nothing like making them fresh out of your own kitchen. You can follow the instructions on the back, or you can tweak it like I'm about to do. So let's get started. I hope you guys push subscribe, click on like if you like these contents that I'm giving to you. And like I said, I'm just getting started, so bear with me for a while. I got a great producer. He's gonna edit this stuff just right. So let's get started. I'm gonna put about 2 cups of flour, because remember, it's just me in here. Now, the recipe just says add warm water. I'm going to tweak this a little bit. I'm going to add just a little pinch of salt, more, and also a little bit of shaved butter. This is the way I like to do it. If you want to follow the recipe completely, it is your choice to do it. But I'm going to shave just a little bit of real butter into here. It's going to give a little added flavor. It's just a little bit. You can almost see through it. Getting portions here. Mix that up. Move this out of the way so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to find that butter and I'm going to blend it in really well. Like I said, I'm an old school cooker, so I do cook with my hands a lot. This shouldn't change the texture or anything of the tortilla from the original recipe. But like I said, I like to tweak. If I make a cake from a box mix, you know, I'm going to put something else in it. Extra vanilla, extra sugar, extra something else in it, just to give it the LaWanda flavor. You know, I was asked, why did you name your program Chef LaWanda Studio? I don't live in a studio apartment, but I will be doing some demonstrations from time to time from different locations. So within myself, studio. Okay, we have that. I have some warm water. It says I'm using a ½ cup of warm water. So I'm going to pour that in slowly as I mix this. Halfway. Mix it some more. It's one thing I've learned about baking, bread products and such. You got to put a lot of love in it. In other words, I'm saying you got to really take care of your product as it's cooking, while you're cooking it. You got to pay close attention to it, because it can turn out to be just the opposite of what you expect it to be. This is just about coming just about where I want it to be as far as the dough goes. So I'm going to take this and nail it onto this cutting board. It's a little bit sticky, so when it gets like that, you can always add a little more mixture to it. I just like to sprinkle it on the cutting board. It's a little bit much, and just dab it here, dab it there, and just continue to nail it. So this is just about where we want it to be. Nice and smooth. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into portions. Put it back in the bowl here. And this is what we'll do. We'll cut it, squeeze that much out, take your hand, just like this. Make a round circle. And you can make them small, you can make them large, however you want. Should they come out nice and smooth? Look at that. Okay. I think we got like six tortillas out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to get a damp paper towel and put them over these section off tortilla. And I'm going to wait about 10-15 minutes and I'm going to come back and I'm going to roll them up for you guys. See you on the flip. Okay, I'm back. You know, I'm getting ready to roll these tortillas up. So you guys need to pay close attention to this. During the process of putting the tortilla mix together, I had my skillet on. It's a heavy skillet. Most people use an iron cast skillet. I prefer this skillet. I'm a one skillet, one pot person when I cook. So a lot of times I use the same pot or pan or skillet and just wash it out and continue to cook with it. So we're getting ready to roll these bad boys up. So here we go. I've had these in a bowl. It's set for 15 minutes. With a damp cloth on them. The tortillas. This is just a paper towel. So what I'm going to do is, I got my first one. I'm going to put a little flour on the, I'm going to use my own countertop here, just a little bit, just to powder it up. I've got my stove really nice and my pot really hot, because you're going to need it at like about a 400-degree temperature once you start it. I've also got my foil paper over here as soon as I finish so I can put it there. I was telling you about taking care of your foods when you're cooking them. So we're going to go back, roll here, roll there. I'm going to pick this up, turn it around, and still go there, here, and there. You see how it's turning round? A lot of people can't. A lot of people have them the shape of Texas, but if you just keep on working with it, you can get it that round shape that you want. Just love the sound of my little jingle bell rolling pin. Okay, here we go with our first tortilla. You catch it and just place it in your pan. And while you're doing that, you should leave it on like 1.5 minutes on both sides. Sometimes it depends on how hot the pot is. You may have to check it. Let's go ahead and start the second one. I only have one skillet. So by the time we're ready to flip this other one, we'll have another round tortilla going on here. Just roll it back, flip them around, and you got a round tortilla. That one on just a little bit longer. Like 1.5 minutes on each side. Go ahead and switch this bad boy. Look at that. That is a really beautiful tortilla right there. Go ahead and get this ready here. Now, if I had 2 of these skillets, it would go, we're done. But I'm just working with one right now. And let's see, here we go. Look at that. Yeah, it's hot, but my hands are used to touching hot stuff all the time. But you're like, don't try this at home, boys and girls. It does get a little hot. But you notice that the tortilla is not breaking up because it has that texture it's supposed to have. If it didn't, the tortilla, when I picked it up from the countertop to go in there, it would tear all up. On the side, I have a little bit of flour. I'm trying to keep the countertop flour down. If you have a large family, this can be very time consuming. So if you're going to make tortillas, you should take some time out in your day to plan for this meal, because it's not that simple to just go in there and do it. And you got family members that's eating at least 2 or 3 tortillas each. If you got a family member of 7 people, then you're going to be making some tortillas. And never could understand how my aunt, she used to make a large stacks of tortillas, and she put them in this terry cloth, and they were so good. Okay, let's get rid of this, get ready for this one. Look at that. Look at that. Really good. I had made some of these on Glenda's channel. One evening I was at her house, and I had to make quite a bit. They were so delicious though. I think at her house we prepared the hamburger stew with vermicelli. And I gotta tell you, that is one good memorable dish I used to prepare for them when we were at home. She was a little girl. Oh my God, that turned out so perfect. And I forgot to start rolling this other one here. Remember, if it gets too icky, the tortilla, remember you can always add flour to it, and it'll tighten the dough back to where it needs to be. I did a long oval roll, and then I flipped it over. I'm going to get ready to turn this over. Got to do some multitasking when you're fixing these tortillas. So I know you guys are enjoying her channel. She's been at it for a while. She's trying to enhance her viewers. So when you check her out, which is What You Cooking Glenda, she's also got some more media sites. I don't know if it's tweeters or I don't even know. She might be on TikTok. I don't know, but she does have other medias. You can check her out on YouTube for sure. I know that. And she's got some interesting dishes. She's been at it for a while, so you can go all the way back when. I think she's been at hers for a couple of years already. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Look at that. That is just too gorgeous. Here's the tortillas. I'll take that off the stove. So what you do is you got these tortillas here. Gonna flip them over. Flip them over. Make sure this is taking care of them. So I'm gonna let these sweat a little bit in this foil. Cover them up. Come back here and show you guys a really good taco. I'm getting ready to taste test this for you guys. Watch this plate. I'm going to get my tortillas here, some fresh tortillas. Got my carne guisada. Look at that. And remember, I got the guacamole, avocado mix. Look at that. Just a couple of scoops on there. And I got me some Mexican cheese here. I'm going to sprinkle them like that. Hallelujah. That is so good. I have my green beans from the other night I fixed. I'm ready to go. You know what? I'm going to taste this for you guys so you can see what I think about. Oh my God, these tortillas are so moist and good. Let's see here what we got going on. OMG. This is so good. It don't get no better than this, guys. Homemade tortillas. Carne asada from scratch. You can use any kind of meat you like. My preference is pork because pork is so tender you can't miss on pork. But you can also fix it with chicken. You can also fix it with beef. Guacamole. I can taste that. Really good. Let me get one more bite for you guys here. You know, I'm digging it. I'm going to take this, but for right now, I hope you share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And this is Chef LaWanda's studio. I'll get back to you another time. Bye.